Hey everybody, how you doing? Michael Fleischner here with the Freelancer Profit System. And today we're talking about how to name your business. And if you're looking for a way to come up with a name for your business, there are really three types of names that you can choose from. What I'd like to do in this video is cover all of these different naming conventions and things that you should be thinking about if or when you want to name your business. So let's go through them. The first concept really is focusing on a generic name. Now, why would you want to do that? Well, maybe you're a freelancer and you're starting a business and you're thinking to yourself, I'm not exactly sure what I want to do. Maybe I want to offer blog writing. Maybe I want to offer editing. Maybe I want to do cover design for people writing books. And because of that, it's really hard to have a specific name because, if you name your company Joe's Blog Writing Service and you want to offer something else, something different that you are, interested in but haven't really decided on yet, then it may not match the name, right? You're not going to go to a place that fixes cars for your wedding photography. It just doesn't work that way. So one strategy for naming your business is to keep the name somewhat generic. And it could be, for example, with my business, when I started Big Fin SEO, which is a search engine optimization business, it was actually called Big Fin Solutions. And it was because I was in the digital marketing space. I wanted to be a freelancer, but I didn't quite know what I could sell, what I could offer, what people would buy. And as a result, I started with a generic name. Big Fin Solutions. So you could come up with a name, add solutions, add really anything that can give you some leeway in terms of the services you might offer. So that's the first naming convention, is to keep the name somewhat generic. Now, another naming convention is more akin to personal branding. So a personal brand would be your name. So it could be Michael Fleischner Photography, or Michael Fleischner Writing Services, or whatever your name is, followed by the service that you're going to offer. Now, the benefit there is you are the brand, so everything that you do can help to promote the business. Now, don't be short-sighted. A lot of times people start with a personal branding angle and then find it a little difficult as they expand their business to kind of operate under that name, right? Because people may not know what your name stands for. It takes a lot of marketing, a lot of branding. Again, great strategy if you're just going to do some freelancing on the side and keep it small. But ultimately, if you have hopes of growing and expanding the business, you may want to think about different naming conventions. All right. So the first one was kind of this generic idea using solutions or similar type of generic term. The second is to be personal and use your name as part of the naming strategy or outcome. And the last one is really specific around a service. Now, this is the one that I prefer because you don't have to explain to people what you do, especially your target market, right? So I used the example earlier about Big Fin SEO. Some people don't know what SEO is, which is search engine optimization. But if you're in the market for search engine optimization, you're going to know what SEO is. And Big Fin SEO allows me to be really focused. Now you might be saying, well, what if I want to offer additional services? How about you, Michael? You're offering SEO. Do you offer additional services? And the answer is yes, but SEO is our specialty. It's our focus. Now, in addition to that, we'll do digital marketing of all types, whether it's marketing communications, email communications, branding, paid search, social media management, website development. And that's a large portion of our business as well, but it all starts with a singular name around a specific type of service that you're offering. Let's go back to the blog example. If you're offering writing services, maybe you start with something specific like blog writing and you write articles for blogs. And if that's what you do, what you'll find is once you start to get those customers in and work with them, it's a lot easier to expand your services because you've already proven yourself as a strong writer. So you can do editing. You may even do ghost writing for books. There are a lot of things you can do in the writing space as an example. And it all starts with a very specific name around a specific service. Now, I know it might be counterintuitive, and a lot of people are concerned. Am I going to pigeonhole myself if I use this naming convention? How do I actually create a name that's not only going to tell people what I do, but allow me to sell these other services? And I can tell you from experience that the more focused you are, the bigger your business can be. And there are plenty of examples of this just as you go about your day. So keep your eyes open for it and think about ways to name your business that'll really strengthen and grow your brand. All right, that's it for this video. Please give us a like. Definitely comment below if you guys have any additional suggestions, and be sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you next time on Freelancer Profit Systems.